What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here in Farming Simulator 25. This is our Rags to Riches series episode number 58. We are in the second day of February and not a whole lot to do. We're probably just going to go sleep through to the month of March. Now, in the last video, we seeded our cotton fields, and that is all ready for us. And in between this episode and the last, I moved some of this wool out of the way, and the reason I did that was just because there's just too much wool. And oh my god, watch out, we are running over stuff left and right. We have our seeder on the back of the tractor here, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the store, we're going to fill this up with some fertilizer, and we're going to prepare for the month of March, because in the month of March we are going to go ahead and seed our sugar beet field, and we are taking out signs. Look out. We should probably fold this thing up. There we go. So let's go ahead to the shop. We're going to get some fertilizer. We'll come back. We'll park our tractor. And at this point, we're going to just go ahead and sleep through to the month of March. There really isn't anything going on here. Second day of February. We can take a look at the contracts, nothing for us here, and honestly I think we're in a position where we really don't have to do many contracts anymore. Taking a look at the used vehicle market, we have a slurry tanker and a plow. We're not interested in any of this stuff, so we don't have to worry about that. We do have some stuff that we could sell. I think there's a few pallets of lettuce, and I believe we have some rope, we have some wood planks, we have some clothes to sell. All of that stuff can wait until March, I think. We'll double check the prices, but I'm pretty sure that all of that stuff can wait. We have kimchi and canned red beets, and I do have a goal for the month of March, and it's probably too lofty of a goal for this series and our production change and what we have right now. I would like to buy another field, the field up by the cannery, or the what's it called? The field up by the preserved food factory. Here we go. Here's our fertilizer. Let's just come over here and fill this thing up. There we go. The seeder is full. We are ready to plant some sugar beets in the month of March. We'll take this back to the shop. I've had some issues here lately with this game and recording. I'm recording in the Xbox Series X. I'm using an Elgato to record the game capture. I'm running it through the Elgato software, and when I edit it into DaVinci Resolve, which is a good free editing tool, and I've learned how to use it pretty good, so that's what I use. But I've really had some problems with the fuzziness of the screen, and I don't know what it is. I think I might need to upgrade the Elgato, and I'm going to probably be doing that in the next couple weeks, upgrading it to the 4K X. So I don't know if that's going to fix the issues, but I just think that this Elgato matched with the software on the computer just doesn't handle, I don't know, something about the frame rate. So I changed the settings in the game so that the graphics are set to look the best, and I don't know if that's going to solve the problem, but it's getting really annoying. I edit the video, I don't notice much, and then when I watch them back on YouTube just to make sure that the video uploaded correctly, I see it just looks like absolute dog poo, and nobody wants to watch a screen of dog poo. I mean, unless you do, and that's really weird. So I'm working through that. I've been struggling with it for the whole series, but honestly it's really become annoying to me. So you know, this is just one of those games. Sometimes there's those games where it just doesn't cooperate, and you know, the graphics settings in the game don't mesh really well with the graphics settings that I'm using. I don't have that problem with any other game that I use. I do have a second channel. It's called Overly Gaming Project. I do FC26, more sports-oriented games over on that channel. I had a little bit of a NASCAR series going before I realized that game was absolutely crap. But in that game, there was a little bit of fuzz when the cars were racing around the track. The track was a little fuzzy, but you know, that's just frame rate stuff, I guess. I'm not a computer whiz, so I don't know anything about this stuff. I just know that when I walk through, you know, grass or a field like this, it just tends to get fuzzy whenever I'm moving around. And now, you know, when I kind of pan to the side, it just gets really fuzzy. And you know, it's got to be some sort of frame rate issue. If you guys know what the hell to do to fix this in the meantime, let me know in the comments down below. But it's really starting to get on my last nerve where I don't really want to record much of this gameplay. So regardless, I'm going to keep going. This series is going to see it through to completion. And my other series on the channel is a start from scratch series, and that's going to keep going too. But it doesn't make me really feel nice and warm and fuzzy about starting any kind of new series here in Farming Simulator. But look, enough about computer issues and graphics and all that stuff. We're going to check out the prices here. Price of lettuce is going down. It's probably beneficial for us to sell the lettuce. We could pop over into our John Deere if we wanted to. But I tell you what, I kind of want to use the voucher. We're going to take the voucher, we're going to go get the auto load trailer, and we're going to pick up all of our lettuce, we're going to bring it back to the farmer's market, and we're going to sell it. And that should give us some money. The goal is in March to have over $125,000, and I'll show you what the plan is here in just a second. Let's scoop up this lettuce first, and then we'll talk about why we need that money and the future plans for the springtime here on the farm. All right, here we go, bringing the lettuce up to the farmer's market. 12,000 liters of lettuce should get us somewhere around $36,000, something like that. Let's go ahead and unload these, and there we go, all done. Bank account now up to $129,000. We are going to park this auto load trailer right over here, and let's go ahead and turn this tractor off. Now let's jump into our John Deere here. We have got to get these pallets from the preserved food factory on a trailer, and if you watched the last video, you know I struggle with that. I had a comment to use an auto load trailer, which I do have, you just saw it, but the auto load trailer, because there's two different types of products, the auto load trailer won't, if it starts picking up one type of product and then tries to move to the other type of product, it will override the first type of product, and I think you lose it. So I'm not trying to lose out on some of the product, and because we have multiple types of products that are coming out of that factory, I can't really use the auto load trailer. Now if you know a workaround, let me know what that is, but as of right now, the best way for me to get that product out is just to manually load it up on this trailer here, which is fine. I don't mind doing that, not at all. But that's the only way I know how to do that. So now this is a auto load bale trailer, but it does work. So you can stack some pallets on it. I mean, it's not perfect. Ultimately, we'd probably like to have a better trailer to put our product on, but for right now, this is what we got, so this is what we're going to use. And we'll have to check the prices as well on the kimchi that we have and the preserved red beets. Jarred red beets, yummy, yummy for the tummy. I think so. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below, do you like red beets from a jar? Maybe pickled red beets, I don't know. I'd be willing to try it. So checking on the prices, kimchi, I mean, honestly, the difference between the lowest price and the highest price is only about $66. So we're not really worried about when to sell the kimchi. Same thing with the preserved beetroots. It's really not that big of a difference. This one's probably, I mean, it's about the same, about $62 difference between the lowest and the highest price. Fortunately for us right now, it's at the highest price. Either way you look at it, it's a great time to sell off this kimchi and the red beets. Now we're not going to do it here in February, although we could. There's nothing stopping us from doing it, so maybe we'll do that. Let's load these pallets of red beets and kimchi up onto the trailer. Hopefully we'll do a better job than we did the last time we tried to do this. And then once these things are all loaded up, we can take it to the farmer's market. The farmer's market's going to pay us a pretty good penny for this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. Oh my God, we did it. We did it. We had one little mishap there where a couple of crates fell off and we had to kind of finagle them back on, but that's fine. All right, there we go. All strapped down. Look at that. And this is way better than the last time. I guess we are getting better at this. Now the one thing that we have to remember here is we cannot take these corners too quickly or else this trailer might topple over. So we have 12,000 liters of preserved beetroot. We have 10,000 liters of kimchi. Watch out for this corner so we don't tip over the trailer. Don't hit that car. And let's go ahead to the farmer's market and let's sell this stuff. I don't know how much money we're going to get. I'd imagine if it's on average, you know, $1,700 to $1,900 per 1,000 liters for this stuff, then we'll probably get somewhere in the neighborhood of 30, let's just say $34,000 maybe, somewhere around there. Could be a tick more, but somewhere below $40,000, I think. Let's check it out. All right, there we go. All the product is gone. $39,709, just below $40,000, and that is excellent. We're going to go ahead and return this trailer down to the lower farm. And we do have some wood to sell. We could probably take that to the playground, but honestly, you know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to take it to the wagon builder. Oh, look out. Well, look out. Go ahead, car. Sorry, my bad. I was just scared the crap out of that guy. Thought I was going to ruin his day, and he was wrong because we hit the brakes. But the wagon builder's right next door to our farm, and it's kind of a cool concept, the wagon builder. And eventually, I mean, if we want that to be the last thing we do in this series, we could probably set that as like the last goal, to buy the wagon builder. It's $425,000 to buy the wagon builder, and you just got to keep pumping it full of wood, and I think we can do that. So we're going to take our planks. I think the wagon builder needs the planks. So let's just keep this trailer off right now. We'll probably just park this trailer right off to the side here because we are going to need it again. And this seems like a pretty good place for it right here. All right, there we go. Grabbing our planks. Let's head to the wagon builder. And we can talk more about the wagon builder once we get there. I don't know much about the wagon builder. Oh my God, shoo boy, that is, we almost drove right through the greenhouse and messed up our Napa cabbage. Oh boy, the turning radius on this thing leaves something to be desired, I'm just saying. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on this thing. All right, let's go ahead and pick this pallet up here. Got this tree in our way, and that is fine. Pallet of regular planks, and I think the wagon builder needs some regular planks in it. So let's just keep this on the front of the tractor, drive over to the wagon builder, and we'll take a look and see what products it's asking for. You know what? Honestly, I think I'm going the wrong way. We're going to have to cut through our cotton field. Let's go ahead and do this. We actually don't want to drive on the cotton field. That would be pretty bad. So we'll just drive around the cotton field, and the wagon maker. Actually, I guess we could just stay on this road. There's another little path that leads down to it, so let's just do that. Yeah, here's a cool little path that goes down to the wagon builder. All right, here we go. We are coming up on the wagon builder, and I think the product goes in here. Let's drive around the other side, take a look and see what the wagon builder is asking for. All right, if we hop out and go to this drop point, it's saying it's missing planks long, fabric, and rope. So these regular planks aren't going to do us any good. Now the question is, will it take them? I don't even know. It might take them. We'll see. No, it doesn't want our planks. That's fine. Plenty of other places want our planks. So long planks, rope, and fabric is, oh my god, is what this wagon builder needs. So we'll just have to remember the next time we have some long planks and some rope to bring it over here. So I guess the only option here is take this thing to the playground. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Now, the problem with the wagon builder is we're going to need fabric, and we don't have fabric because our fabric is automatically being sent over to the clothes maker. So maybe one of the spinneries will have to adjust the output so that the fabric spawns out front again. And maybe we'll take the required fabric over to the wagon builder and just see what happens. Now we do have another, I think, 4 pallets of clothes sitting down at the clothes maker. This thing is absolutely rocking and rolling. So we are going to reach our $1 million goal before we know it. The first load that we did was about $50,000. I'd imagine this load's going to be somewhere between $100,000 and $150,000. So basically all we need to do is have 10 months where the clothes maker is making clothes, and we're going to reach, I mean, if we average $100,000 a month, you know, you do the math, it takes 10 months, that's $1 million. And then we've reached the only other goal that we have for this series. So it's pretty exciting. 58 episodes in, this series is wrapping up here. But honestly, I might be tempted to do some other really dumb things. I mean, could we possibly get into some more crops or something? Who knows? Only time will tell. That's why it's important that you guys keep watching and stay tuned. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, I don't know why you're not. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button and the bell notification and leave the comments and do all the things you got to do. You know what you got to do. Just go ahead and do it. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. All right, let's see this thing up here. Playground maker hall. It needs planks and planks long. Okay, so this thing needs some planks. Well, let's go ahead and drop the planks right here. Bam, there we go. 3,500 bucks. Look, every penny helps here when you are trying to run a farm. Our current bank account, $172,000 $172,000. And the goal that we had for the month of March is going to be easily obtained. And let's head back to the farm, and we are going to discuss what our plans are for this episode getting into the month of March. Very exciting. All right, let's talk about our homestead here. We have the main farm up here. This has our sugar beet field right here. We have a rice field right here. We have 2 sheep pens. This lower field here we had used for red beets. Now the plan is to turn this field into sugar beets so that we have this entire field here of sugar beets. That's going to be our sugar beet operation. We have grass over here that's, early game we were using it to get silage and make some money that way. Now we're really just trying to get some grass to keep our goats and our sheep fed. This field over here is entirely one huge cotton field, and the same thing over here. This is a huge cotton field. So what are the plans for the month of March, and that is to buy field number 32. It's $125,000. It is 5.18 acres. We get some extra land around the field. And if we go ahead and visit this field, there isn't anything in it right now. Our friend Walter owns it. But look, we get all this extra land around the outside of this. This is something where we can put some more animal pens, or perhaps another production chain, a bigger sawmill, something like that. But we also get some land over on this edge as well. And this is something where maybe we could put a small shed. But this field right here, the plan for this field would be red beets. So instead of having the red beets down here on field number 49, we would move the red beets up here to field number 32. And what we probably do is just take our plow and we would extend this field out a little bit so that we can have more red beets in there. And then the red beets can go right here into this production chain, the processed foods plant. So that's the goal for March. We are going to buy this field if we can save our money, if we don't get robbed or the economy collapses and we lose all of our money. It's fine. $125,000 for this field will leave us with about $50,000, and then the only thing we have to do is plow it, make it a little bit bigger, and then we're going to have to cultivate and seed it with our red beets, which you can do in the month of March, I think. Let's check that. Red beets you can plant in April. Okay, so we can buy the field in March, we can prepare it, plow it, cultivate it, and then in the month of April we can plant those red beets. Let's talk about sugar. Sugar, I mean, it's at its lowest point right now. We should probably wait a few more months to sell it, but honestly, we have a lot of it. Let's hop over here to the sugar mill, and would you take a look at this? This thing's almost full to capacity with pallets of sugar, which is awesome. And this thing is producing a lot of sugar. Now, if you go into the actual sugar mill, this thing will hold a lot. So it's not like we have to sell it. We're not going to run out of room. So probably what we'll do is we'll wait until the month of April. Seems like April is when we're going to sell a lot of stuff. We're going to sell our clothes. We're going to sell probably the sugar. And maybe we'll have some goat milk, lettuce, all the other good stuff to sell. But this, this sugar mill is kicking ass. And if you take a look at it, only 70,939 liters of sugar beets are left in there. And it can hold a hell of a lot more. So I think our big field of sugar beets is really going to do us well. I mean, we might run into the point where we have too many sugar beets, but I don't see that being the case here for this sugar mill. One other thing to talk about is the spinnery. 4,000 liters, actually only 3,000 liters of wool can go into this one. We've got this spinnery. This could hold about 7,000 more liters of wool. So in the month of March, we're going to have to move some wool over here. We're also out of grass, I think, for our sheep. Goats have some grass. They have water. Here is sheep pen number 1. Still have a little bit of grass. Sheep pen 2 is looking okay. Oh boy, yeah, this sheep pen is completely out of grass and we don't have any more. So they are not producing anything right now. And same thing, so these 2 sheep pens, and I don't know which sheep pens these are, but they're out of grass. But you know what? Honestly, I don't care. Let them stop producing wool for a minute. Like, take a break, sheep. Y'all have been working way too hard, and it's okay. If you guys want to take a break for a month, that's fine, because I'm not rushing out to buy any bales of grass, and it's probably going to take about 2 months for us to get some grass that we can bale up. March, we're going to have grass growing again in our grass fields, and in April, we'll probably be able to mow it down and bale it up. Yeah, I mean, we can take a look at our grass field here. It actually, it says it's growing, but it's not really going to be ready until April. So it'll be growing again in March. April is going to be the month I think we can go ahead and mow it. If we want to wait one extra month, that's fine. It'll take us till May. We could stock our goats and our sheep full of grass at that point. I don't want to buy bales of grass when we have grass fields here. And honestly, it's okay if those sheep take a break. They're making too much wool as it is. So that's our plan as far as the grass and the sheep. Just, you know, wait a couple months till we can put some grass over there and feed them. And I really don't care if they don't make wool for a couple months. It's not going to hurt us. All right, speaking of hurting us, we're going to be making a lot of money here in the next month or two. And I've really been thinking about this rice field. And I really have been thinking about field number 40 here. It's $154,000. And I think it would be cool to have more rice. And we can put the rice up into the processed foods plant. We can make boxes of rice, bags of rice. I mean, we can make whatever the hell we want out of rice. Rice Chex, who knows? For those of you who don't know, Rice Chex is a delicious cereal. But we could buy this field. Now, call me crazy, but we could like draw a line right here and kind of split this field going up like this. And this whole entire section could be one enormous rice field. Wouldn't that be one of the coolest things that you've ever seen in your life? I think it would be. I mean, just admit it. Or we could take the field this way and kind of go this way and make this whole top section a big field of rice. That's probably one of the biggest fields of rice in the history of Riverbend Springs. They don't even know what a rice field that big looks like, and neither do we. So I like the idea of buying this field, $154,000, and then we could split it right down the middle here, and then this top section would be, you know, more rice, and then this bottom section, I don't know, we could put, I don't want to put more sheep down here, golly. Maybe goats. The sheep need friends. Maybe we could put some goat pens down here. Just get that goat milk going. Who knows? But for right now, I think we're going to spend our money and we are going to buy this field here, field number 32, and we are going to turn it into a red beet field. Let's go ahead and buy that right now. Bam. Oh man, look at this. We are expanding the farm like it's nobody's business. And honestly, it isn't anybody's business. We'd like to maintain a private profile here on the farm. And wouldn't it be cool eventually? We could buy this field here and put that into cotton. We'd own this field here, which would be like rice and goats. And then we could eventually buy this field down here. And I don't even know what kind of field this would be. I mean, we could do whatever the hell we want with that field. We could also buy this field, we could buy this field, and we could buy this field. And we would own this entire area of the map. I mean, that's probably almost a quarter of the map. Maybe not. Maybe a little less than a quarter of the map, but it's a huge chunk of the map. And that would be pretty awesome. And then maybe to end out the series, we buy this wagon builder here, and then we own it. So we own the wagon builder and this huge area of farmland right around here with our cotton and our sugar beets and our red beets and our processed foods and our goats and our sheep and our spinnery and all that good stuff we could do here on the farm. It is going to take some time. It is going to take some money. But I think we're going to move the red beets up here. We're going to have sugar beets down here. And then the next goal, honestly, is probably going to be to buy field number 40 at $154,000. And then we're going to, you know, kind of carve this up and make another big rice field. That's really, really cool. Exciting, something that we're looking forward to, and maybe something that we could even do in this episode. But for right now, we gotta sleep. Let's get through to the month of March. I don't know what we're waiting for. Yes, sleeping the night away. What a beautiful time of year. The transition into early spring is one that we always look forward to. And here it is. The sun is out. It is a partly cloudy day. And would you look at that? You can see that the trees are coming back to life with some green on them. And that is pretty cool. And speaking of green, we are going to try and make some money here in these next couple months. I mean, springtime is a time where we can make money. And we do have some work to do right off the bat. Now, it's a new month, so you know what we got to do. Checking in on that used vehicle, we have got a red beet harvester here. It's the one we currently have, I think. Maybe we have a bigger one than this. This, I don't even know. This just doesn't look great. This looks tiny. Yeah, holds 5.5 cubic meters. It's $50,000. It does carrots. Do you think we should get into carrots? I think that would be an absolutely horrible idea. But I'm open to it. Leave it in the comments down below. Should we get into carrots? And what is this? This is an Algoregan. We don't need any of these. You know what? Honestly, we could buy this thing. And we could think about carrots. And if we don't want to do carrots, we could just sell it next month and make a couple bucks on it. Let's take a look at carrots. Carrots planting time is in April. And I've never done carrots. I don't even want to have anything to do with carrots. I hate carrots. The only time I like carrots is when you put them in the crock pot, let them stew in beef stew for 8 hours, and they get kind of mushy and they just taste like beef stew. That's the only way I'll eat carrots. Otherwise, I'm not eating them. You can't make me do it. All right, that's enough talking about carrots and foods that we don't like. We have got some work to do here. We are going to grab our seeder, which is full of seeds and full of fertilizer. And we have a really big field here that we are going to seed. And oh my God, don't run into the seed. What are we doing here? I mean, who gave us a license to drive a damn tractor? Now we got to turn this thing around like this. We got to push it backwards just so that we can hook up to it. Good Lord. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't the part we need to hook up to. So we are really not doing well here. We woke up too early here in March. And our brain is not working yet, so hopefully that's changing. We're going to have some coffee here, and we are going to seed this field. Now, like I said in a previous episode, we are not going to join this field and the next field. We want to keep that path in there so that we can drive through and get over to our sheep. All right, well, here we go. I mean, you know, we got some help. Got to get by with a little help from your friends, and this is Jennifer, and she's helping us out. She's pretty, you know, pretty color coordinated there. Tan and brown and army green. That is pretty cool. She looks very, very serious right now. She is really, really checking things out and making sure she does a good job. She wants to get paid, and we want to pay her. So she is going to be seeding this field, and she is well underway. And while she's doing that, let's go ahead and do a couple other tasks. All right, we're hopping into John Deere. We're going to go grab our cultivator, and we are going to go cultivate our new field up here. That's going to be the red beet field. We have to prepare that field for the month of April when we can plant the red beets in it. Let's just go ahead and drive down this little pathway here. I don't remember where our cultivator is. I think it might be up at the other farm, but I think there's also one down here. And it is springtime, so we might have some bigger contracts out there, some like cultivating contracts or something. Not that we're looking to do any contracts. We have a nice steady source of income here. So let's hook up to this cultivator. You can see the grass is growing in pretty nice. It's not ready right now. And we can hop out and take a look, and it says it's ready to harvest, but you know the rule. You got to wait that extra month if you want that extra yield. Now what we could do, we could just, you know, cut this little area over here, and we could use that and feed the sheep that don't have any grass and aren't producing anything. But like we said before, I don't really care if they take a break. They've been working too hard recently. So let's go ahead and drive this cultivator up to our brand new field. I believe it's field number 32, and let's cultivate it, get it prepared for next month with the red beets. Meanwhile, we'll be seeding our sugar beet field so that that is all ready. And I think we can plant sugar beets this month, so we're probably also going to do that in this episode. While we're driving up to this field, we'll take a look. It looks like we have some long planks, and you know the wagon builder was looking for some long planks, so we'll take that over to the wagon builder. Now here's the question. We could expand this field a little bit, especially over on this side. But honestly, I want to leave some options for, in case we want to like put some other sort of little production thing or a shed up here. So honestly, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this. I mean, we could take a plow. We could plow a couple extra rows over this way. But, I mean, what's it going to do? Is it really going to make that big of a difference? I'd rather leave the land so that we can have good space for like a shed or something. Everybody likes a good shed. All right, here we go. We have hired another worker, and it's our other friend, Jennifer. And she's a little bit cooler than the first Jennifer because she's not wearing a big vest and long sleeve shirt. She's actually She might have the heat cranked in there because she's wearing a tank top and some Chucks. Some Chuck Taylor shoes. That is awesome. I like this Jennifer a lot. She seems to be way cooler than the other Jennifer. I'm just saying. Alright, well, as you can see, it looks like a wet snow has started to fall here. Maybe it's some really thick, heavy rain. Regardless of the weather conditions, we have seeded these fields. We've got 2 fields of sugar beets here. We have a lot of fertilizer and seeds left. And we also have cultivated our red beet field up at the top farm. We're going to take this seeder up there because in the month of April, we are going to go ahead and seed that field for the red beets. And I believe this seeder will do it. Going through the options here, it looks like this seeder is not a good seeder for red beets. So let's just go ahead and plop this seeder back here into the shed. Oh boy. This is pretty tough to do. We are knocking into everything in this shed. Oh boy, we are going to have to move some of this stuff, I'm going to tell you. Alright, dropping that seeder off. Let's try and move this cultivator back. Just kind of nudge it on over here. There we go. Alright, let's grab this other seeder here. I believe this is the seeder that will do the red beets. And we will take this up to the other farm. Let's go through the option. No red beets here as well. How the hell do we plant the red beets? I completely forgot. Gosh, there has to be another planter for red beets. I mean, did we not plant those red beets the last time? Here's our topper to the left. This is our cultivator, or the machine that brings out the red beets. Where's our red beet planter? Oh, you know what? I don't think we, I think we bought that field with red beets already in it, so we've never planted red beets. I think we're going to have to buy a red beet planter. That is an expense that I did not think was going to have to happen. So we've got 2 options for red beet planters. We got one that's 3 meters, one that's 6 meters. The one that's 3 meters is absolutely tiny. And I don't think this is going to cut it even for that small field that we have up there. So we're probably going to have to buy this one. That's another $51,000 I didn't think we were going to have to spend. I mean, I guess the question now is, do we want to keep going with the red beets? The red beets do make us some money, but I mean, we've got kimchi going in that processing plant. Yeah, take a look. I mean, we are out of red beets in the processing plant now. So we don't really have to put more in there, and maybe we could just do rice instead of red beets. So I'm not sure what would go in the field up top. I guess the good thing is we really don't have to make that decision right now because we can't plant anything anyway. The cedar we wouldn't need until the month of April. So let's hold off right now. I mean, look, it's raining. It's the first day of March. Checking on the contracts, really nothing that we're going to do as far as contracts go. We could put some more wood in the sawmill. We did take long planks to the playground and we sold them. Tried to take them to the wagon builder, but it wouldn't accept them. So I'm not really sure what the deal is there. I'm pretty sure it said it needed long planks. We could put some wool into the spinneries, but honestly, we can do that next month as well. I mean, there really isn't anything that is going to preclude us from doing that now. I don't even know what that means. I just wanted to use the word preclude. Price of lettuce is still falling. I mean, honest to God, I really think we should just round up the lettuce. I mean, it's one of those products that, you know, when the price is going down, you just have to take advantage of it every month. We could wait like 8 months and let it all store up. I mean, we don't need to sell it. We have money now, but it does kind of make sense just to sell it right now and get the most for it. The other thing I do want to take, let's take some of this wool over to the spinnery. And look, it's already getting full again. Look at this. I mean, we cleared out so much wool and there's only room for like 1.5 pallets left. I mean, by next month, this thing's going to be full again. I don't know what to do with all this wool. We have way too much wool. This is becoming a problem. All right, we got about 7 pallets here. So let's just go ahead and start loading up this wool here into our auto load trailer. And we're going to take this to the spinnery so that it's chock full of wool. All right, all the wool is in there. Let's go ahead and grab more wool. We'll take it to the other spinnery. You can see the other spinnery can hold about 5,000 liters of wool. And we do have some other wool that is saved up at our upper sheep pens. And honestly, you know what I'm thinking? This is really sad. Maybe we could sell all of the sheep in one of the pens and replace them with goats. I mean, I think goats would do much better to just make that goat milk, and then we wouldn't have a bunch of wool sitting around that we can't really do anything with. Yeah, look here, this is getting filled up too. All right, let's get some of this wool in here. I mean, we'll check on the rope maker too. And boy, this rain is really causing a problem visually. And you know what they say, March showers bring May flowers. All right, maybe they don't say that. All right, there we go. A little bit left over, but that is going to be okay. It's going to suck it on up in there when it is good and ready to do so. So both spinneries are full again. We still have way too much wool. We could sell the wool. Let's take a look at the rope maker. The rope maker can use about 8,000. Oh gosh, look out. Geez, we went into a menu, we came back out, and there was a car sitting right at our front bumper. So let's go ahead and grab 8,000 liters of wool. We'll take it to the rope maker. We'll fill that thing up. And I think that's all that we're going to do for this month.
Many months later.
All right, we are going to go ahead and pick up this lettuce. Let's go ahead and do that now. So we'll pick up all of our lettuce, we'll sell it, probably be another probably $24,000 that we can put in the bank, and perhaps we can buy that red beet planter in the next month for $50,000. All right, here we go, another 12,000 liters of lettuce. Let's just swing around here. This didn't take us much time at all. And we're gonna plop this into the farmer's market. Could be somewhere around $24,000 to $30,000. I'm not really sure, honestly. All right, $38,000. Boy, that is a lot of money for lettuce. I gotta tell you, $92,000 is our bank account right now, and that is pretty cool. So not much left to do here in this first day of March. Let's go ahead and park our tractor. Again, we're not going to go buying grass. That's going to be April. We'll be able to feed the sheep. Let's take a look, though, at these sheep. If we just take one of these sheep pens, we got 15. I mean, these sheep are all 31 months old, and we could sell them for $457 a piece. If I do a calculation, 15 sheep times $457, It's about 6,800 bucks. So it looks like, oh boy. I mean, it looks like we're going to get right around $30,000 if we sell all these sheep. And if we take a look at the price of goats, I don't want to say it's an even swap, but it's kind of an even swap. If we buy adult goats, it's pretty much, I mean, we're only going to be spending a little bit of money. Same amount of goats for the same amount of sheep. I kind of like that idea, honestly. So I tell you what, that's a decision that I'm going to leave for the comments section. Let me know in the comments, should we sell one of the pens of sheep and replace them with goats? Or should we just keep the sheep and all the wool that they're producing and eventually we can buy another spinnery? Because that would make clothes a lot faster and we would make, just a lot more money to head towards our goal. So, having 3 spinneries, that's pretty crazy, but I'm open to doing it, and then we can just get a separate pen of goats. Is this hail? I think this is hail that's falling down. Let's see, is it bouncing off the tractor? It doesn't look like it is, but it sure does look like it's bouncing off the ground though, doesn't it? I think it's hail. I think we've been in a hailstorm this whole time. Our dumbass has been riding around doing farm work in a hailstorm. Whoa, what the hell's wrong with us? All right, nothing left to do for the first day of March. Let's go ahead and sleep. All right, well, we are waking up the second day of March, and wouldn't you know it, there's no more space at some of the sheep pens. They're full once again, and this is absolutely crazy. It is a bright and beautiful sunny day. The sun is up in the sky. Don't stare right at it. You'll burn your eyes out. The trees have more leaves on them than they did before, which is great. Springtime is officially here on the farm. I don't think there's much that we're going to have to do on the second day of March, so we're probably just going to just fast track it through to the month of April. Oh man, there's some nice contracts here, some big ones. $4,600 and a $2,000 contract. There is a bale wrapping, although it's square bales, so I guess we can't do that one. But we really don't need these contracts. Let's take a look. I mean, honestly, all of our animals, except for the goats, are out of grass, which is great. Take a break. Taking a look at the sawmill, we got more long planks. Let's hop down to the Tailor Shop here. And at the Tailor Shop, boy, look at all these clothes. My God. This thing is spitting out clothes. We're literally going to be the Tommy John of Riverbend Springs. This is 8,000 liters of clothes. In the month of April, 1,000 liters of clothes goes for about $33,000. So even if we conservatively say $32,500 times 8,000 liters, that's $260,000. And we're going to have a couple more pallets by the month of April. So we're going to have $300,000 in clothes here. This thing is awesome. Maybe we should have another spinnery. I mean, look, the thing can hold 96,000 liters of fabric. And with 2 spinneries going full force, we could add a 3rd spinnery. I think that's a smart thing to do, honestly. All right, let's take a look at the rope maker. We have 2 pallets of rope. I can't remember the price of rope. Here it is. Price of rope right now at the playground, $18,000. So that's $36,000 we got sitting right here. We could wait till the month of April to sell that. Hopping up to the preserved food factory. And let's walk around the corner. Let's see what we got. We have, oh my God, this thing. Look at this. Tons of kimchi and red beetroot. I mean, good Lord. And then popping back over to the sugar mill and it's still full. And we have a ton of sugar here. Man, wow. I tell you what, this farm is absolutely kicking ass. Let's take a look at what's going to happen in April. And I think we're just going to sleep through to the month of April, and we are going to get cracking, making that money. We can plant our rice. We can plant red beets. We're going to have to buy a planter, but with all the money we got coming in, might as well go buy it. I mean, why not? We could get into some long grain rice. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we can plant in April. I mean, regular rice. Something I've never done is soybeans. I don't know if that can be turned into anything, but regardless, the month of April, we are going to be planting our rice and we're going to be planting our red beets. We're going to have grass to harvest. We're going to sell all of our stuff. April is definitely going to be a very, very busy month and a very, very profitable month here on the farm. I tell you what, I mean, one thing we should do, we should go clear out space for some more wool, but the sheep don't have any grass, so they're not really producing wool. So we really don't have to worry about that. We're not going to start feeding them grass again until next month, when we can cut the grass and wrap up some bales for them. Take a look at the used vehicle market. Oh, look at this thing. This is a round baler, but we already have one of those, so we don't need that. We have a disc harrower, so it's a big cultivator. 18.4 meters. This thing is huge. $58,000. I tell you what, that's not bad at all. We do have another plow, and then of course a stone picker. We've dealt with the stone picker earlier on in this series. I think the only thing that we'd be interested in is this disc harrower, or the shallow cultivator, which I mean, it is really big. It would cultivate our fields in no time. We could also do cultivating jobs very, very quickly. $58,000, definitely something to think about. We could also take one of these vehicles, we could buy it and flip it. Perhaps this auger wagon would probably make us about $4,000 to $5,000, but honestly, it's kind of chump change when you're talking about all the money we're going to be making next month. All right, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to buy this planter. It's going to plant us some red beets, and we're going to be ready for that next month. Let's go ahead and buy this $51,500. Yes, please. We're going to hop into the voucher. We're going to drive down to the store, and we are going to go get that planter. We're going to buy some seeds, unless we already have some seeds down there, and we're going to fill that planter up with some red beets, and we're going to be ready for the month of April. And in the next episode, we are going to get into the month of April, where we have a lot to do. We have to cut our grass. We have to wrap it up into some bales. We have to use some of those grass bales and stock up and feed all of our sheep. We are going to have wool to move. We have clothes to sell. We have wood to sell. We have sugar to sell. We have lettuce to sell. Probably some goat milk to sell. I mean, we are going to be making so much money in the month of April. We might be able to make a purchase of another spinnery. I think just by selling the clothes, with the $300 and some thousand we're going to get there, we're going to have enough money to buy a spinnery, a third spinnery. And the question is, where do we put the spinnery? And I think we should probably just put it up by our other spinnery. Or maybe that's what we use, we buy another field just for a spinnery. And, oh gosh, you know what else we have to do in the next episode? We're going to buy that field, and we're going to make one huge rice field. Oh man, I tell you what, I don't know if you guys are excited, but I am excited for the next episode in the month of April. And I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thanks for sticking with the series. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Watch me hit that tree. Look, hit the like button for that tree. I mean, you got to do it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And don't forget, hit the bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. And leave those comments down below. Tell me how you're feeling about this series. I mean, we're kind of wrapping it up here, but yet at the same time, I feel like we're getting started on some really big projects like the rice field. So regardless, very, very exciting times here in this series. And I am just super, super excited. If you guys are excited, then that's more reason to leave it in the comments down below. And yeah, most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.